Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Day of Giving 2024. We're so excited to have you here with us. We have lots of ways to connect with you today. I hope you've seen our posts coming out, getting you ready for the Day of Giving and letting you know that we want to connect with you all day long. And so, first of all, I want to introduce you to my special guest, the first one of today. Of course, Dr. Lytle, President Lytle, is here with us to help kick off the day. And he's just going to tell you a little bit about what the Day of Giving is, in case it's new to you, and how you can get involved.
Well, thank you, Lindsay. I do feel special. Thanks that I could be here. You look all around us, you see we're in the Murphy Library here at Clark Summit University, one of the most beautiful places on campus. So I'm enjoying this. So Day of Giving. Nearly every college has a Day of Giving. You know, you'll pick it up on the web all the time because colleges are funded from basically what students give them and what others who value what those students are getting at the college provide to help with that. So Day of Giving. So I want to read something to you to make sure I get it right, because it's what at the heart for me is I want every student, every single student, no matter what their financial status is, to have the chance to benefit from a biblical higher education. And that's why we do this. Now, some of you who are listening are alumni, and you were here 10, 20, 30, 40 or more years ago. And right now, what I want to have rolling through your mind is, what did I get out of that? I want you to be thinking about the profs who made a difference in your life and thinking about the dorm relationships. Some of you guys have friends from 40 and 50 years ago that now, thanks to this, you're in touch with more than you have been. And when you think about what Clark Summit University, Baptist Bible College, Baptist Bible Seminary, depending on how long you've been around, what happened in your life through the work of God because of that, well, welcome again to Day of Giving. What's going on today? What are our goals for today, Lindsay?
Okay, so we have three different ways that you can give, or three things you can give to today specifically. One of them is Jackson Hall restorations. So if you've been to campus, if you've visited, if you were able to come here to school, then you know how iconic Jackson Hall is to, of course, CSU, and how awesome and historic it is. But like all things of this world, it takes some wear and tear, and it needs restoration now and then. And so you could be part of helping to restore it and make it even better and great and new and fresh for our current students and our coming students. Yeah.
Our most current restoration was spearheaded by one of my daughters. She actually runs the master's program in historic preservation down at Goucher College and has a side interest in restoring historic windows. So while she was staying with us, I said, I got about 200 historic windows that could use some restoration. And so she launched into it. And then she got a crew of young women and worked through the last summer with that. And we restored, I think it was 37 of our 200 windows here. And basically we put them back to what they looked like back in the 1920s. They are gorgeous. And I realized that, you can go out and buy plastic windows, but in a building like this, I really don't want to put plastic windows in. I want them to last for another 100 years. So I like the idea of restoring Jackson Hall because it is iconic. But we don't deserve a place like this. I'll say one more thing about it. Mm-hmm. We had a gentleman in from an accrediting agency just a couple of weeks ago. And he was from part of the Association for Biblical Higher Education, our Bible college accreditors. And he walked on campus and walked around. And he said to me, Jim, nobody has anything like this in our movement. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we could use some money for that. What else?
Yeah, that's awesome. And that ties in perfectly because she created an opportunity for students to work on campus for the summer. And we have lots of opportunities for students to work on campus. So another initiative that you could give towards is our disciple-based student employment. We have all kinds of opportunities for students. And the unique thing about it, rather than just going down the hill and maybe getting a job down there, is that we not only prepare them for different life skills, but we provide discipleship along with that. So that's part of our Christ-centered career readiness, is that we want them to not only know how to work in the workforce, but also to be ready to take it from a spiritual perspective and to have amazing mentors in their journey. So you could help us to have even more opportunities with that with the student initiative. Also, our last thing that you can give towards really touches every single student here, and that is the Summit Fund. You can give to that, and you can help to bring down the cost of college and help all students have the opportunity to come to a school like CSU. And so we're really excited about that. We want everybody to be involved. We would love to see at least 50 donors participate today. You could be part of that. Actually, we already have had a few. So even though this is our first official live, some people saw our link come out yesterday and have already jumped on. So I love that, and I'm excited. We've already got progress. So you could be part of that first 50 donors to jump in there. Everybody who donates any amount today, we're going to have different drawings throughout the day. All CSU-based stuff, whether it's a book from some of our professors or a t-shirt and different things like that. Just CSU-related prizes just to help tie you into the family some more. But if you've never given before, we would love to hear from you. Today would be the perfect day to get involved, start making an impact at CSU, and yeah, just get back in touch with us because we just want to continue that community. We are so big on community here. It's super important. I definitely think it makes us unique, and it's something special that we have here on campus. So I'll be going live throughout the day. Be sure to be tuning in. We've got lots of posts coming out. We got another post from you coming out later today. We have some student testimonies, donor testimony, cool stuff. So you want to be checking in all day long and getting involved.
Now, you realize that Lindsay and I are at the same age, right? And it was actually 50 years ago, this academic year, 50 years ago, that Diane, who wasn't my wife then, Diane and I walked on this campus. And, you know, we've been part of the world here for years and years and years. I'm not unbiased. When I look at what the people here at this school have done for me to help me not only know what I need to know for the work that God assigned to me, but also to be what Jesus Christ wants me to be. Well, I'm not perfect in either one of those areas yet, but I love this place. And I'm not one of those early donors. We do plan to make a donation today. And I would like for you also to make a donation on our day of giving.